welcome in to the new members and to the old members that have found their way back to the community. I need you just as much as you need me. In this morning's update, we're going to mainly focus on the technical analysis here, as there's not a lot of news and notes when in regards to XRP on this Sunday morning. What we can see here is XRP is down just about 3.07%. If you were in the live last night, we had a very lengthy live, about an hour and a half, and we were talking in length about how we got rejected around the 45.07 mark. Bitcoin was rejected at the 58,480 level roughly. And those two closes led us to believe, especially with the lack of volume, that we were going to have a reversal. That didn't mean that we were breaking down to lower lows. It just meant that we needed a small correction, and maybe this 3% drop or 4% at its peak is exactly what we needed. So we'll go over the XRP technical analysis. We'll go over the Bitcoin analysis. We'll take a look at the XRP Bitcoin pairing. And I don't believe there's any news and notes this Sunday morning, but we will take a quick look around. So please make sure to hit that like button so YouTube recommends this live. This update. I do have an update on the copy traders who are copy trading me through HOTCOIN. We had a trade yesterday, and we'll go over the statistics of what's going on. But I'll do that in due fashion. I'll pull up the exchange and we'll take a look at what's going on, as I already sold out of that trade from yesterday. I had a short end, so we'll take a look at that. And then other than that, we're just going to see what the volume portfolio looks like this morning, because right now it's not looking great. It hasn't looked great, so we needed a little bit of consolidation. So the fact we came down, and it did reverse a little bit last night, it makes me feel a little bit better. But now we need to take a look. So please make sure to hit that like button so that YouTube recommends this update. And the beauty of this is if you hit that like button, YouTube recommends it. I pop up on the news feed on YouTube. Whether you've seen my content or not, I do unbiased technical analysis. I'm a long holder of XRP, and I went short yesterday in the futures, which I'm already out of, but there's a reason why I went short even though I'm holding a long position. I like to take advantage of the up and down ebb and flows. So we'll take a look at the copy trading side of things, because right now we're hitting at about a 44% clip, but we are positive our $100 chance. Well, I'll go over it in a little bit. So if you want to see the update on the copy trading, or if you want to join it, stay tuned so that you can see exactly how to do that through HOTCOIN. And then that'll come after we do a little bit of technical analysis, and we'll kind of bounce back and forth. So please make sure to hit that like button, and I'll catch you on the other side of the intro. Good morning, 8:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Sunday, July 7th, 2024. I'm XRP Future Millionaire with the side bet on XLM and Future Digibyte OG, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. I did the old school intro because we're going to cover XRP, XLM, DGB, and Bitcoin in this update. Nothing more, nothing less. Hell, we don't even need news and notes today because there's no news and notes to speak of. So I'm not reading speculative articles or BS just to get through the weekend. We're going to do this properly. So if you were part of the live last night, and it was an extended live last night, ladies and gentlemen. It was an extended live. I don't even know how many views it got, to be honest with you. I fell asleep late. Wow, we got 1,200 views on the live yesterday. That's awesome. That's awesome. So at least some of you were able to see that. We talked yesterday, and the biggest problem we had yesterday, or the biggest problem I had, and then as a community, we talked about this scenario of we got rejected here. So what I ended up doing was I didn't even get a good short price because I took the short out back here before I even started the live at 449. And then I was down about 6-7% when it came up to 45. And then I rode it all the way down. I think I sold at like 4,339. But the only reason I sold now is because it hit my technical area where I wanted to hold. Now we'll see if it comes all the way down to 426. But I do have a strange suspicion that we're going to try to hit this 438 resistance. But we'll see. We'll see if it plays through there, if we keep coming down. We're looking awfully weak right now as far as the volume. We're not getting much bounce back at all. But the reason why this was the area where I showed everybody yesterday. This is the one thing I think, and I'm going to go over it again because not all of you would have been in the live. Inverse left shoulder, inverse head. If this does play out in some kind of an inverse fashion, the sell target on a short is already in. Now, if it doesn't hold this, then it might come down lower and it could come down here. So that's the targeted move. We'll see if, in fact, it can come all the way down to 42.5, or if now we reverse back up here. We do have a bearish cross here on the 30, so it's not exactly the most appealing pattern here. But from a standpoint of sometimes when I'm in a position, you know, if it's a continued position, even though it's already done what I need it to, I'll try to force it to go one way or the other. So I find it more comfortable to just get out in the medium areas, and then I can reassess it and do something else. So for anybody who is copy trading, let's get into this real quick while we're talking about XRP. As you can see, I've only hit 3 out of 7 trades. So don't think that, hey, it's going to be 100 percentile. We're at 42.85%, but in our $100 challenge right now, we're up $15.68. Or 1.56%, and that's based on my overall portfolio right now. But up $15.68, and the orders, the trade history, just so everybody doesn't think it's always going to win. The first trade up $2, second trade down 17 or down 16%, third trade up 20.5% or $24. Got stopped out on 2 straight trades. Lost $7.63. Actually, 3 straight trades I got stopped out. Lost $6.84 and lost $8.39. And then the trade yesterday, we made 23.60%. Up $28, and the followers made $167 on that trade. So as you can see, followers were losing money too. So what happened here? 26 minus 164 plus 124 minus 76, 41.49 plus 167. But overall, we're up $15. So if you're trying to copy trade me, that's in the video description below and our pinned comments. That's HOTCOIN. And you can follow me by clicking on that link. And then you have to find me in copy trade. XRP Future MIL. I'm very conservative. And you can't be afraid to get stopped out for 7 to 8%. But cumulatively, I have no doubt that we're going to be positive over time. And it's already proven us in our $100 challenge. Yesterday, I opened a $102 trade. It went down about 12%. So I opened up $10 more to open up 10% increase. And if you start trading with me, you'll understand what I'm doing on HOTCOIN. Because I don't like to use stop losses unless it's in a weird rotational spin. So yesterday, we went stop lossless. And it worked out in our favor. I got to exactly where I wanted. When I woke up this morning, I seen where it was at. And once it did the little reversal in the small time frame, it was my time. And now we can go from there. So everybody who's copy trading me, congratulations on that. And I just, time after time, I just try to tell people, the percentage doesn't matter. Oftentimes when you're futures trading, you're going to have less wins than losses. Only because you're going to get stopped out a lot. Because you have that same mindset to try to hit the same kind of reversal. So even somebody right here, because it started reversing, they might take a shot here and put a stop loss at 432 underneath and say, well, it's at 436 roughly. I'm going to put it at 432 and see what happens. And then they could lose, if they get stopped out 4 to 6%, depending on their trade. So it's not so much about the percentage, it's about the cumulative gain. And right now, our community on the $100 challenge, we're up $15, just a little bit over $15. And so that's good to see in the copy trading. Even though we're only sitting at about 43.4%, we're still up $15. So that's the point. It's overtime. So I wanted to update everybody on that and show you how it looks. You're not going to win them all, but we're going to win more than we lose from a financial position. That's just my own personal opinion. Now, we could get hammered in a trade that can reverse this. So nothing's guaranteed. But as of right now, everything's going the way I would like. And I like the fact that I can do it with the audience, win or lose. The reason I'm not doing it on BLOFIN anymore is because I can't add to a position. And as you've seen yesterday, started with $102 or $104, added $10 to the trade. So it added to another, I mean, it's not like you made a ton more money by adding the $10, but it brought my positional average down, and we're able to make about $2.40 extra on top of the previous gain. So every little bit helps. So XRP, we know that we're trying to back test right now, but we could very well be in the midst of a little bit of a W reversal here. So I play it conservative. So once I see where, I didn't worry about these areas. I didn't think that there was enough here yet. Now we've come down a little bit. So some of the relative strength index areas are starting to push back into the, you know, not necessarily where we're just going to break out here because we don't have a lot of volume. So it could continue this rally down. So I'll be very interested this morning to see if we can catch any steam, or if, again, this is just kind of a fake out in the 30. But I seen what looked like a potential hammer candle here in the 30. Or the prior candle when it pulled down and then it kind of just stopped on a dime. That's what made me nervous. That's where I sold out. I think it was 43.39, 43.40 right there. And you can see in the 30-minute, we could potentially start breaking bullish here a little bit for XRP. And we're going to have to do something on this thinly traded weekend. We need to play off this inverse head and shoulders is what we need to do. Even though it might not even be an inverse head and shoulders. We could be reading too much into that on this Sunday morning. Bitcoin, we speculated yesterday. And the speculation came true that we were getting rejected, as was XRP. And we might be coming down to create an inverse right shoulder. And now we came all the way down here. We didn't quite come to 56,734, but we have come all the way down to 57K. So this absolutely could be an inverse right shoulder if it pulled up right here. In fact, the other thing that I seen this morning when I'm like, you know, I'm going to take our trade, and I'm very happy with the 24% roughly, is the fact that you could have a very small inverse head and shoulders that might threaten to bring us back up here to retest 58,468. And I certainly don't want to be a part of that move back up if I'm shorting the market. So that's where we stand right now. Not just from a standpoint in the market, but now everybody can be a little updated on what I do on the side with the users who want to be a part of it. So, and I'm going to be very transparent with you. That's why I come in here every single day, win or lose, and I will tell you the update. But like in the live, I didn't even talk about that I was in a copy trade because that's no one's business. If you want to copy trade us, you can copy trade. But I did speak of it more in the short perspective because it looked like we were about to break down a little bit. But I never brought it up once. So, you know, I think it's a very important thing we do here, but a very secretive thing as well. So that's Bitcoin. Right now we got rejected on the bottom side of that pennant flag. It was trying to use it as support for a brief moment, but now it's back on the resistance side. So we need to get up there in a hurry if we're going to break up. The bottom line is here on this Sunday, the futures market opens tonight. This candle closes in just about 11 hours and 35 minutes. It would be in our best interest. Now it's come down a little bit. It's not 58,280 or whatever it was right here. Or 58,470. Now it's 58,000 in current times, right around. Did it go down that far already? Wow, that's a big change. 58,300. So we need to try to attempt to push that 58,300 for Bitcoin. And we could potentially make a move here. It's just, right now with this volume portfolio, I'm not too excited. That 30-minute could be a technical reversal. But that could also be a technical gravestone there as well. It's hard to exactly say. The 30-minute right now, Bitcoin's at 57,482. That doesn't exactly wreak confidence for me. Just like XRP, 43. Ooh, that could be an inverted hammer. Huh. Well, if XRP holds this positioning, it could be starting an inverted hammer candle here in the 30. That's not bearish. Now, obviously, we pushed through a little bit more. We came down to 431. Now, let's say it pushes up to 435 real quick here. We could have business here for XRP. But we'll continue to monitor this for the rest of this update. XLM at 88.96 cents, down 1.03%. Yeah, see, XLM too. They're starting to put in look like a little bit of reversal candles. We might be in the money here. Or not in the money, but we might be on a reversal here. Look at this. Boom, boom, out. If this breaks out, we would have to break the swing high to validate this. But technically, we're working on something. XLM breaks over 9.08 cents, we could technically get hot here. We could get hot here. That's a little bit of a reversal here. We very well could start finishing these structures here, ladies and gentlemen. If this gets hot, we'll finish the structure up to 9.4. Interesting. We've had those back tests a little bit here where we cleared out a little bit, but we're slightly bearish looking still. If anybody bought in to the XDC, we'll go over this very quickly. We talked about XDC, how I made a purchase. I think it was at 2.75 area. I don't know. I can't remember now because it was right before it fell through. It came up down to the support. Like 274. Came down to 257. And I remember saying, hey, we could have bought it for cheaper. Or it was either that or it was around the 265. I can't remember. Anyhow, right now it's up a few percent. But you got to control your risk appropriately. So if this doesn't play out in your favor on this push up, well, you can make an educated, informed decision. But right now, XDC, in the manner that it's moving, this should be the local retest. It should be a local retest, about 3.23 cents. Now, I will tell you that's conditional on breaking above 2.96 cents. So this is your major pivot level because that was the resistance on the last drop down. It just couldn't get past there. So we get past there, then we're looking at 3.24 cents. We've talked about XLM. Now we need to talk about DGB down 2.43% to the 00722. Mainly everything was getting rejected during the live yesterday, and it gave us a very high opinion that we had to correct just a little bit. DGB corrected after we hit the top. It was a nice correction from 750 back down. DGB had a 5.7% correction, and now DGB's got an inverted hammer here in the 4 hourly. This could be a nice bullish reversal. Like we could be having a bullish reversal in crypto right now. If so, we'll have to reverse back up and break the 742 roughly. But we're starting to come back. Actually, it's higher than that. What am I talking about? We got to break this wick. 749. But yeah, we could be starting some inverted hammer candles here. And right now, we just back tested the drop point. We speculated that after we dropped out of this formation, we could come all the way down to the 0057. We came down to the 00614, so very close. But if you're asking me, we could have put in some W reversals here. We'll see how this inverted hammer candle plays out. But we very well could have played into an inverted hammer candle here. And these are bullish. After a downward consolidation like we had in the last couple candles, this could be the first sign of a reversal. So we can be a little optimistic, but at the same time, with the lack of volume portfolio, I don't really feel too comfortable here at all. This lack of volume it's not great, but like I said in the 30, we'll see how this plays out. If this just comes down to that 425 here, and maybe that's where it comes down to support. But we'll find out here very quickly. If you appreciate my work, make sure to hit that like button so YouTube recommends this live. Subscribe to the channel and join the over 22,000 subscribers. If you're looking to trade XRP, look in the video description below and our pinned comments. Whether you're in the USA or worldwide, you can trade with no VPN on BITUNIX. It's the lowest spot and leverage trading fees I've seen in the USA, and I've been on plenty of exchanges now to compare. If you're looking to copy trade me, look at HOTCOIN. We went over all that earlier, but that's in the video description below and our pinned comments. Or if you're looking to trade the XRP Bitcoin pairing, that is also on that exchange. They also have IOTA and IOTA X, so that's another main reason why I'm on that exchange. Not just for the copy trading, but for IOTA. And the fact they have IOTA X or IOTX, oh my goodness. It's kind of like how you have Theta and Theta Fuel. Now you have the group back together with IOTA. So make sure you pay attention to that. If you do appreciate my work and you want to go above and beyond, consider sending one YouTube super chat per month or joining Tom's Army to get the emoji badge of me being abducted by aliens in month 1, all the way through 3 years where you get the XRP Diamond Hands badge, which there's a few people with it already. So this morning what we're paying attention to is we're either going to reverse all the way down with XRP to 42, and this is a really good way to look at this, 42.65. If we look at it right here, after getting rejected, you could have a back test here at 42.57. That's what we were speculating yesterday, but we talked about how there could be a reversal at any time because of this inverse head and shoulders. It should happen somewhere around 437, 43 cents maybe down here at 4308, or it could come all the way down to 4262 and retest that cup. So basically, when you come all the way down here, we do have a cup and handle formation, but right now we got rejected on the pattern formation that formed within the handle, and now we're trying to come back down, and if we come down far enough, we'll back test the handle. Now, it's not urgent to back test it because in the hourly, when we first went up, we came down, bounced up, came down. Now we could be trying to find a level of support in between. This is where you see if you're in an expansion zone. And if you're in an expansion zone, you don't necessarily need to come all the way back down. And for our expansion zone, we're basically on that uptrend. So that's where it becomes the speculation. Is it going to stop here in this uptrend at 433, roughly where it hit already, because it's hit 433? Is that going to be the support structure now on an uptrend? Or does it come all the way back down to 425 and try to reestablish that cup and handle support? That's something we'll finish watching this morning. Make sure to hit that like button. I'll catch you in the afternoon for the next update. Hashtag be better, do better in the comments if you made it until the end. And don't forget to give thanks to your Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.